What's up, good people of the internet? This is Noob Mechanic. We just hit 100,000 subscribers, and I wanted to take a moment to show my appreciation. Thank you to each and every one of you for being a part of this channel. Your comments, your shares, your views, they mean the world to me, and this channel would be nothing without you. To celebrate this huge milestone, I've compiled together all my best videos for you to enjoy. Thanks again, everyone. Customer states that they've never done an oil change. Yep, that checks out. This customer was complaining that the engine was running a little funny. Well, that's what you get for putting Gatorade in your engine. Yeah, that looks fine to me. This is what happens when you full send a janky engine. Customer claims that their car has a slow leak and it just hasn't been running right. Running right? How the hell did this thing run at all? This is going to trigger any old truck owner. This isn't the smartest thing to do, but it's not the dumbest. Do what you gotta do, I guess. Just add another zip tie to it and call it good. This is a dangerous game to play, but if it works, it works.
Got it!
Man, I really hate it when this happens, but don't use your ratchet like that. Grab a hammer and whack the shit out of it. Hey man, I get it. He's clearly had his catalytic converter stolen before. I don't blame him. This is definitely not how you clean a mating surface. This customer was complaining of a slight vibration in the tire. If you look hard, you will notice an ever so slight wobbling issue. Well, that's a quick way to lose your job. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to see chocolate pudding in there. Something is wrong here. He forgot the cap. Watch how smooth this mechanic removes the drain bolt. Damn, dude, save some pussy for the rest of us. They just hired a newbie at the shop, and someone told them that they reuse the sparks. When that guy that does it cheaper starts offering flywheel resurfacing, here's definitive proof that we're living in a simulation. This poor mechanic glitches and clips right through the floor. Customer states that her car has been making a strange hissing sound. Hi, ma'am. We found a cat in your engine. That'll be $500. Meh, I've seen worse. Add a plug, call it good. Here's a genius way to never lose your 10mm socket again. Just attach the socket, use the socket, and this nice calming sound will remind you to put it back where you got it. This goes from an easy brake job to a full-on knee replacement real quick. This one little misplaced jack handle is going to cost him thousands in therapy sessions. This is what it looks like when a 20-minute job turns into a 3-hour job. Sometimes the only plan is to whack it with a big-ass hammer and hope for the best. Results may vary. This poor dude flooded his engine and learned the hard way how the ignition system works when you hand crank an engine. I think it's safe to assume that if your tire develops a heartbeat, it's probably time for a new tire. Did you know that after the initial break-in period, most trucks will develop a really cool load dump feature? Yep, she's got oil. Well, this is what happens when you tell your pup that you'll be right back and you haven't come back for 15 whole seconds. Ah, that's one of them oil filter housing idler pulleys I keep hearing about. If you're ever confused about how much boost you should be pushing, this is too much boost. Oh, that bad son of a bitch wants to run. He just needs another can of starting fluid. I'm pretty sure that should be connected to something. Hey, have you ever seen these custom motors that allow you to punch out the slots for cooling purposes? Pretty cool. I can honestly say that in my entire life, I have never seen a vehicle give up halfway into a race and just start walking. This is the vehicle equivalent to rolling your ankle and then blowing out both your knees. Stop staring. Haven't you ever seen a man take his disabled car for a walk? I was always curious what that button labeled stanky leg did, but as a warning, do not push the stanky leg button. It has some flaws. Well, if you need some quick release suspension parts, it turns out screwdrivers work just fine. This guy left his car in neutral. The worst part about it is he had to run after it in flip-flops. I legit have no idea what's happening here. I watched this thing several times and I am stumped. Someone educate me in the comments, please. This was completely intentional. Well, that's what happens when the oil change place is taking way too damn long. Well, if you're gonna totally f it up, at least f it up enough so people ask how you did it. This dude's accelerator cable snapped, so he rigged up a hand throttle. I commend his creativity, but that's sketchy as f***. I thought this was a Civic. But upon closer inspection, it's moving way too fast to be a Civic. And this is why you don't play stupid games. You'll win stupid prizes. You know, them Duke boys have their own special way of doing an engine swap. Finally, a convenient drain plug with an extension built right in. Pro tip, rods should stay on the inside of the engine. I thought this would be common sense, but if your radiator cap looks like a tea kettle, do not f with your radiator cap. Yeah, it's hot, huh? Have y'all tried those new Bluetooth bolts? They're slow at loosening, but hey, it works. And they said a Tesla charger wouldn't charge my 98 Chevy Express van. Shows how much they know. I'm 10 minutes away from being fully charged. Who needs a fancy hoist when you have a truck, a strap, a tree, and an I don't give a f*** attitude? Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the Kia assembly line. Some people just don't understand that body filler isn't supposed to be used as a body replacement. This is the exact reason why you always use a sealer when you paint a car. I don't know what it is about towing hooks and hitches that attract a shin, but it sucks. Now listen, kid, I'm gonna need you to drop that meth pipe and back away from the welder very slowly. I mean, come on. What was your thought process here? This is why it's really important that you have some friends that'll tell you when you've gone too far. The level of jankiness in this repair attempt terrifies me. Aw, poor fella is scared of his first brake job. The typical rule of thumb is that you add just enough boost to melt and eject your rod, then back it off by 5 psi. Subscribe, like, and follow for more.
Ah, damn it!